Today's video is pretty much just a PSA to all up-and-coming artists who may watch this video, and even like some established artists that may watch this video. I don't know, but uh, I'll start with like what made me want to make this video. This video is purely just off like what made me want to make this video is purely just based off of like certain trends and things that I've seen, and I've been saying this for a while now. Um, I think like Toronto is gonna be like the new hub of music soon. Like in the next like 7 to 10 years, I might say less than that, like 5. I'd say 5. Next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see a huge shift in momentum, and I feel like a lot of the more popular up and coming artists will be coming out of Toronto. I think we're going to be seeing like a lot like on the American side of the Billboard charts as well. It's going to be like a lot of Canadian artists, and obviously people are going to be like, we have The Weeknd, Drake, we have Tory, we have Nav, we have P&D, of course. We have a ton of guys that dominate the charts. Even Justin Bieber. It's just it's like the way that they've been about, like the way they've gone about their brands and whatnot is definitely something that people should be watching, especially because like now they're signing artists who are signing artists, and excuse me, and they're starting to pay attention more. And I'm not like, you may or may not want to sign them, or may or may not want to work with them. I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to work with anybody I just named, but um, it's just that like I finally feel like everything they've done, like it's like, okay, they set a standard, but now we know like a lot of the most talented artists come from Canada, if not the most talented artists come from Canada. So within the next like 5 to 7 years, 5 to 10 years, like I feel like there's going to be a huge shift, and it's not going to be just those 5 or 6 anymore, but it's going to be dominated by a lot of underground artists who've yet to be discovered, yet to even start rapping, or are maybe sitting down right now. And it's just a matter of time until we finally get that recognition and we finally get that level of consistency throughout the city. If I say the city, I'm talking about generally like all of Canada, including Ottawa, the west side of Canada, everything like that. I'm just not going to say Canada. No disrespect, obviously, but we know Toronto is like the main spot. With that being said, like there's a lot of like trends and other things to show that. Like I feel like there was I forget his name, but somebody was just on Blackboy Max's stream, and he was on and then Kai reacted to his music or whatever because he sampled Kai's mom, and we also had like a bunch of blog pages post that today or whatever. So with that being said, like it's just I've seen a lot of things. With my own two eyes, I've heard a lot. With my own two eyes, I've heard a lot of things, and there's just some things I feel like I could say that may or may not help. But again, just my opinion. Take everything with a grain of salt. If you're overly sensitive, like can't really do anything about that. But like nothing I say is directed to any artist I mention or search up or even look at today. These are just artists that I listen to or I know of, or I've met. And these are all up and coming artists. Some of these guys are signed, some of these guys aren't signed. Some of these guys are on the rise, some of these guys have been out for a while. But I wouldn't say any of these guys are mainstream just yet. No matter what their numbers say or whatever, like we know who's mainstream, we know who's who, we know what's what. Like at the end of the day, we're not faking it, we're not lying. Like, but basically, I just wanted to start with that, just so you guys can understand that like this is not just like a random video, or like it's a video idea I've had for a while. I'm probably gonna do a part 2 to this. It's not gonna be all said and done in one. But like the the main thing I wanted to start with is just consistency. Like if we're being honest, like I feel like the hardest thing for a lot of you guys is being consistent, especially because you guys overthink your drops, or you guys don't know what to drop, or you have too many people in your ear trying to tell you what to drop. or you want to hold off on your hits or your or your best songs for later on. But if you don't drop your best stuff now, there may or may not be a later on. Like, if you know you're not dropping your best stuff now, then why does that, like, what's the point of that? I don't really understand why people do that or even contemplate that. Being, being like putting everything in a vault and acting as if you're somebody when you're not. Like, one thing that I feel like all up-and-coming artists have to remember is, like, you're a nobody until you're somebody. Yeah, you can fake it till you make it, but at the end of the day, you're a nobody until you're somebody. And until you're buzzing at a consistent level, because we've seen niggas get hot, like, pause, like, we've seen guys get hot, like, and then just go away just like that. Like, we could go over the guys in the city that have had one-hit wonders and have never done it again. And then we can go over guys in the city who have been consistently doing it for the last, like, 5 or 10 years. And the thing is about, like, the last 5 or 10 years, I would say, is that when it comes to the underground scene, we didn't have as many prominent figures as we do now. 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, we were just starting out. We were just getting, things were just kind of getting rolling. And obviously we have had a lot of people who've passed away and whatnot, but even with those people who passed away, we still have a great amount of people who have established themselves in the underground scene and who are doing just fine, if not better than just fine. The first thing is just like I said, consistency. Like, if you're not dropping like at least once a month, like, videos aren't everything. If you drop one song a month for like 6 to 8 months or a year, and then as you go along every 3 months, if you pick your most popular song to make a video to, I think that's a great start. People overthink the fact that, like, oh, I gotta have a video for this one, I gotta have a video for that one, I gotta like take it a day at a time. Like, before you do the video, drop the audio, because I've seen a lot of artists, like, and you could search this up, like, there's a lot of mainstream artists that will say, I didn't think this song was gonna go, and then they had to make a music video to it because it went. You don't know what your core audience is going to like until they like it. You don't understand. You're not going to understand who's listening to you until you actually get to see the numbers and you get to see what they actually do like. Your favorite song can be your favorite song, but it may not be your core audience's favorite song. And that will kind of like that kind of leads me into, like, don't pay for streams, don't pay for likes, don't bot your shit, don't pay for IG. Like, people that pay for IG followers drive me crazy, because you're creating a false narrative and you don't really get a gauge on where you should be or like where you're at. Like, and the thing is, like, if you have like 10,000 followers but you're only getting 200 likes, like, we know who's who and what's what. We're not stupid. If all your songs are saying you're getting 70,000 to 80K streams, or they're getting 100,000 streams, but revenue's not, I don't know how much, like, I can't speak on like how much money's coming in, but like, if revenue's not coming in, YouTube money is pretty good. Like, in the way streamers break down YouTube money, like, it's a decent amount. So if you're doing 70 to 80K on YouTube numbers alone, then that should be able to fund music videos for you. That should be able to fund certain things for you. So, but another thing is, like, you just, like I said, you don't want to, it's going to be hard to gauge where you're at when you're paying for followers and you're paying for views. You're paying to look the part, but you're not actually the part. Like, that makes zero sense. You can't pay for a fan base. You can't make things up and then hope that it's gonna solidify you, or people are gonna look at you different. If you're paying for like followers, or you're paying for streams, it seems like you're more trying to convince the people around you that you're doing well rather than actually doing well. Take the long road, like, you know what I mean? You don't wanna try and sell yourself short. And people that do that, I just feel like you don't genuinely believe in yourself. If you're one of those people that don't believe in yourself, then, like, again, I'm not an artist, but music's not for you, because this is like artists that I've met and like artists that I've come across, like some of the most confident motherfuckers I've ever met in my life. Like, you gotta have a certain amount of confidence and believe in yourself to actually do this. Like, you can't just think, oh, I'm gonna, because like I have a decent amount of people around me and I feel like I'm popular, I could do this. Like, you gotta, when all those people go away and all those people that you thought supported you or you think that are gonna make you famous, or da 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 da. Like those people can't buy tickets to your concert. They can't fill out 10,000 seats. They can't fill out 500 seats. Like if it was that easy, then there'd be a million people that are famous. Like no, you gotta establish a core audience away from your inner circle and actually build upon that. It's obviously you could have people to lean on and whatnot. That's great. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But you gotta build away from your inner circle because your inner circle can't sell out the ACC. Your inner circle can't get you a show at History. Your inner circle can't help you sell out the Drake Hotel Underground or whatever that thing's called. You gotta really put in the work. You really gotta put in the time. Like you gotta believe in yourself. Like that's the number one thing. Like just like consistency and having confidence in yourself and be able to believe in yourself. Like stay away from people obviously who are negative towards you, but at the same time like be around people who build you up. Like that's there's no problem having people in your inner circle that build you up, but be mindful. Like even if I see people get offended because people in their inner circle don't repost their shit. If that person reposts your shit, like it's not gonna get you 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 views instantly unless there's somebody within the industry or somebody who has a certain platform, which oftentimes you're not just going to have. Like this is not like Atlanta where a thug could just look at you and be like, you should start rapping and then put you on. Like it's not one of those situations. Like there are a few artists that actually do that have obviously like block ties or whatever, da 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 da. But even then, like it's not gonna take you to where you want to be. Just learn to be consistent with yourself, like within your music and what you got going on. Like there's no shortcuts to it. Like to be, and this is the perfect person that I know where I could genuinely tell you this guy's been doing this since like 2017, 2018 times. I feel like this is 2025. He's been doing this for like 7 or 8 years. Like, so like if I go, I already have searched up some of these people. So, but yeah, just first off rip, like DT, like if you know DT, if you even like if you're on the streams or whatever, and you ask DT like how long you've been doing this, how long you've been building and whatnot, like he's been doing this for a while. Like these like him streaming with Smiley didn't happen overnight. Like my kid is lit, looks like it's a chandelier, and look at my fit. Him working with K Money didn't happen overnight. Like you know what I mean? See, don't never lose. Someone we're gonna see later on is G-Man, but literally like this is like probably my favorite track that he's produced. Rush it down to feel like rugby. Class from out the. And we'll talk about like some of those other people too, like Baby too, and I might make another video about the Crook later on, like him, and because he's in a whole different class. But basically, like for up and coming artists, like bro, like this guy is the epitome of Mr. Consistent. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Like let me see if I could find. Like I've literally like I remember going. We went to the Key Glock show because he met Key Glock in the studio, or he went to the studio with Key Glock. I don't know which one it is, but we ended up going to the Key Glock show that was here in 2023, I believe. It might have been 2023. It might have been 2024. I could be wrong, but basically like. This didn't happen overnight for this guy. Like this guy, he works with Casper too a lot. Yeah, pretty much freaking did Casper's not his whole album, but he did a decent amount of his album. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong, but yeah, here we go. Like. On your bitch, these bitches know how I roll. If we lock eyes, then she hits. 2 commas and a whole lot of zeros, but I still might hit a lick. Ballin' never touched the brick. Glitz I got. See, like that shit like that doesn't happen overnight. Like if I go to, they literally, I think there's a poster that said that DT just helped Toronto get one of his biggest anthems in a while. If I go to Streamium, who we're gonna be seeing later, actually no, it's on Casper's page.
Having an e-commerce store and a brick and mortar store.
Okay, like, see, like 1.8 million in 6 months, like that. Like people be like, oh, that's not a lot, but that's great numbers for like Toronto. If I go to an audio from like one of the biggest Toronto anthems that has 1.2 million, I'm not gonna say which one it is, but like you know what I mean? Like this is huge. Like, but again, this didn't happen overnight, and you don't get as good as he has just by fucking around. Like he's a guy that like literally like has like locked in and he's consistently being mentioned because and he's like he's probably the hottest producer in the underground scene right now. Like if we're not even gonna debate that. But like, and I know people are like, oh, that's a producer. That's not an artist, like, bro. Like, you know how hard it is for a producer to be as well known as he is. Rappers, it takes like one song. Like, you know what I mean? Producers can have 10 songs and people won't know who the fuck they are. You can't play 20 Toronto songs you like in the last 2-3 years without this guy's tag being in half of them. Like there's guys like that are established that like in the city within the city like that say he's the hottest producer underground. Like you can't debate that. He's one guy that doesn't get into the politics. He doesn't get online and do fuckery. Like this guy is strictly about his business. Like he's Mr. Consistent, as consistent as it could be. Like he's somebody that like you expect to do great things, or you know are gonna do great things, or are gonna be great. And people are like, oh, you didn't like this, or you don't subscribe. Like I'm on my new freaking YouTube, but yeah, like DT's like I can't even tell you like how many songs like he has that that are just ridiculous to me. Like, and he the fact that he has songs with somebody like Key Glock, who's not in the city, Baby Tron, like these are very well known guys in the States. Like these like a lot of people know them. A lot of Key Glock just dropped his album. Beyonce was playing his song at one of her shows or whatever. But like that's how like that's how small and how quick things can happen. Like yeah, you know Key Glock and Beyonce was just playing Key Glock's thing at like it might have not been DT song, but like the connection is there, right place, right time. But like him always being in the studio and him him reaching out to people and him working with other people, networking. That's what I look for. Him networking with certain individuals got him to where he is and got him into that spot where he could meet Key Glock and he knows Manny and then he's able to get free tickets to Key Glock's show and whatnot, and like that's just him being in the right place, right time because he's doing what he's supposed to do. That's consistency. That's like the amount of times I've called that guy or like I've seen him post on his story or I've asked him what he's doing today, and it's always studio. What are you doing after studio? Streaming. Like this is somebody who's dedicated to their craft and does not mess around when it comes to it. He knows what he wants and he's locked into it. I'll say like, and the next thing I want to get into is like experimenting. Like now's the time to experiment. Like you think like because and this is like somebody else. Like I can't even play like half his songs because this guy has his shit vaulted. But NFT North Face Hit, like for example, he has so many different sounds and he experiments and he has so many hits within those sounds because he experiments. Don't be afraid to experiment and don't be afraid to switch it up. You can fall in love with one sound because it gives you a hit, but you're just trying to recreate that hit and the more you do it, the more you're going to water down your sound. Like if you give us one album of one sound, that's great, but people are going to be looking for something new, especially in this what we call the TikTok era where shit happens so fast. Don't be afraid to experiment and put new songs out because you're gonna get fans to gravitate towards you using this sound, and this sound's gonna blow you up. But then when you switch it up and you're consistently getting better, and you create a new sound for yourself, or like you're dibbling dabbling with new things, you're going to attract a new fan base. You're gonna show people that you're talented. Like that's the one thing I feel like people don't really realize is that you can show people you're talented by experimenting and dibbling dabbling within new sounds, like, and put them out. Like, don't just vault everything. Like, put everything out. Like, you're trying to hold on to things for the right place, right time. Like, no. Put it out. Like, there's no way you should have a song from like 2-3 years ago. Like, unless you're like a mainstream artist, like unless that song absolutely sucks and it never comes out. If you're the type of person that says, I'm gonna hold on to this song for I'm gonna hold on to the song for this or that, like you're gonna make so many other songs that you like that this song's gonna sound old to you. And it's gonna be old to you, but it's gonna be new to everybody else. That's the thing. You could have this song and you can make 10 more with a different sound, and like you'll like these songs more because they're newer to you. Everybody likes the shiny new toy. Everybody would prefer the PS5 or the over the PlayStation 1. But at the end of the day, that PS1, that still means if you give a kid that's never known any type of video games a PlayStation 1, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna run it up. They're gonna enjoy playing with it. Pause. Like it just is what it is. Put that music out. Don't vault your shit. Like the amount of hits that some people have in their vault because they waited too long to put them out and now they don't like them. It's okay. You don't like them, but the thing is, like, yes, you're making music for you, but you're making music for your fan base. You're making music for people out there. If you like that song at one point, there's going to be a million other people that like that song. Don't hold on to that song. Let it out. Let it out. Put it out there for people to enjoy, for people to experience. Every song you put out is gonna help attract new fans. It's gonna show people like, oh, he's consistent. Oh, he's doing his thing. Like the fact that you want to put out one song, and I'm not specifically speaking to anybody here, but like you just in general, if you want to put out one song, wait a month, wait 2 months, wait 3 months, and then put out another song, like you're gonna seem inconsistent because by the time if you wait every 3 months to put out a song, you only drop 4 songs in a year. If you wait every 4 months to put out a song, you only drop 3 songs in a year. But if you're putting out a song every week, you put out 52 songs that week, and you're staying within people's minds. You're consistently letting people know you're here. You're not letting people forget about you. We're in a time where trends carry and things of that nature. You're going to be forgotten about. Dropping as much as you can, experimenting as much as you can, is going to be key. Experiment and drop, experiment and drop, experiment and drop. Don't convince yourself unless the song's absolutely dog water, dog shit, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't listen. Don't don't drop don't drop no dog water ass song. But drop songs that you know are going to be like if you like it at that point in time, drop it. That's it. That's it. Because if you like it, there's going to be 100,000 people like you that like that song, and you may not have the reach of those 100,000 people at this point in time, but you will later on. There's people who have blown up and they've had old hits come up because they put them out years ago, but their song that they dropped yesterday is their biggest hit to date, and the song that they had that did 5K is now at 200K because people went back and reviewed their catalog. When people can go back and review your catalog, that's showing them you're consistent. Back to consistency. Experimenting and consistency hand in hand. Experiment and be consistent and drop. Just do your thing. Like, don't be afraid to put out a song expecting, and if you tell yourself people aren't going to like it or it's not good enough, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's not going to be good enough, not because you say so, but because it's in your fucking vault. People don't have the chance to experience what the songs you create. It's an art form. Like, it's up for interpretation. At the end of the day, you're going to be vulnerable by putting out a song regardless. You're going to be vulnerable by making a music video regardless. Like, you're putting your life into your music. You're putting yourself into your music. Don't be afraid to drop. Like, just drop. Like, if you like, don't hold on. Don't wait for the right moment. If you can wait a million minutes for the right moment, and if that millionth minute is your last moment, you wasted your time. Like, and the thing is like one thing about hits are timely. Right place, right time. And you can be like, yeah, but that's what I'm holding on to. But how do you know the right time? Hits don't even, like, you don't know when you, like, you can know when you made a hit, but it's a hit in that moment because of everything that's going on. It's a hit in that moment because you're subjected to the moment. That's exactly what it is. It's not going to be a hit to you 5 years from now because you've watered down the song. You listened to it 1,000 times. Drop your hits. I guarantee you, you're more likely to have one song go to 100K if you drop a song every week than you are dropping a song every 3 months. That's just mathematically correct. Like, you can't argue that. If I drop 52 songs in a year, and then I only drop 1 to 4 songs a year, what year am I more likely to have a hit in? Like, you know what I mean? And the thing is, you're developing a sound, you're developing a fan base, you're showing people you're consistent. That can't be taken away from you. You're building, like, you know what I mean? And the thing is, if you have four very different songs, you have 4 different audiences that you're kind of attacking. Like, you're putting yourself out there, but at the same time, you're seeing what gravitates people towards you more.